welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway for the second race of the NASCAR 3M Cup Series Season 6. The high banks of Bristol Motor Speedway here in Tennessee finally get seen again after nearly a 4-season hiatus. The last race here on the concrete was all the way back in Season 2, where Kurt Busch picked up his first career win in the NASCAR 3M Cup Series. The last time these cars were at Bristol Motor Speedway was not on the concrete, it was on dirt in Season 4 of the playoffs where Kyle Larson picked up his second win of the season. But looking forward to this race, the first race for the next-gen car on the concrete here at Bristol, the high banks here in Tennessee, looking to conquer somebody here today. But one driver is going to come home victorious, and we'll have to see who that is later after 15 laps of chaos. Drivers like Chase Briscoe and Joey Logano look to continue their momentum from the first race. Briscoe picking up that 500 win. Logano was so close, extremely close, actually lost it on the back straightaway on the final lap. But speaking of drivers to look out for, let's go to your ones to watch for today's race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Your first driver up is William Byron, running for Hendrick Motorsports, picking up the pole today. He has 2 wins on short tracks coming at the LA Coliseum and Richmond, both in Season 4. He's had great runs. But don't forget about Chris Buescher, picked up that win in Dover and dominating fashion over Chase Elliott. So make sure to watch out for him. He's had great momentum lately. And finally, it's Kyle Larson. We were just talking about him picking up that Bristol Dirt win, but he has never won on an asphalt short track, so look out for him to try to change some history in his stat book. On to your starting grid, Row 1 consists of William Byron and Denny Hamlin. Row 2, Chris Buescher and Tyler Reddick. Row 3, Christopher Bell and Ryan Preece. And Row 4, Ross Chastain and Kyle Larson. Look out for all these drivers starting up front. Take a look in the back. We have a few drivers in the back that had a good run, like Chase Briscoe and Joey Logano, like I mentioned earlier, starting in the back, like the middle half of the top 20. So I have to look out for them trying to fight their way up to the front of the field, did not get the qualifying effort they thought they would get. And now looking even further back, we can take a look at like Josh Berry. Josh Berry is great at short tracks with the late model experience. Last week he did not have the finish he wanted or deserved. He ran up in the top 15 most of the race, got collected in a big one. Unfortunate end for his day, but looking forward to a better run today. Looking even further back in the field, look at Bubba Wallace. Had a horrible qualifying effort. He got into the wall slightly in qualifying, which hurt his momentum of the lap. So he starts further back beside Noah Gragson. So look out for Bubba Wallace to cut his way up through the field. And in the final 2 rows, we have John Nemechek, who got a great finish at Daytona, beside Harrison Burton, who has a lot of momentum going with his new race team. And the final row consists of Cole Custer and Cody Ware for the Food City 500. 36 cars enter. Who will pick up the win here in Bristol? Here's your race analysis. 15 laps, 8 miles, 30-mile-per-hour pit road speed, and 10 to 12 lap for pit window. Cole Custer to the rear after engine adjustments after qualifying. But after this, here we come to the green flag in the Food City 500. Off of turn 4, the pace car is in, and the green flag is flying here in Bristol. Buescher already gives the bump to Byron. Byron slides up the hill, and Chris Buescher to the race lead. Christopher Bell trying to capitalize. Byron's going to clear down, but Buescher is smooth sailing up front, and he will lead the first lap here in the Food City 500. Byron's still hanging in there, but Christopher Bell up top trying to gain momentum, but Chris Buescher running really fast on this bottom side. Chris Buescher leading more laps as Bell continues momentum. The fastest car on the racetrack right now. Bell swings it to the top, trying to pull a crossover. He will to the inside of Buescher. Bell is going to clear for the race lane. No, he's not. Buescher to the bumper of the 20, and the 20's up the hill. Here comes Chastain. Buescher leads another lap. Buescher has led every lap so far in this event. Chastain now closing in, but he's not going to be able to do it. Buescher continues to lead. He's growing that lead now again. Buescher now running the bottom again. Here comes Hamlin on the top side. Oh, and the wall, and he's around. Denny Hamlin crashes hard in the inside wall. He nearly won the last race on the concrete. Today, he will not win it as he tries to pull away, but that car is totaled after smashing the inside wall. Denny Hamlin will DNF from Bristol here on lap 5. Got squeezed by Chastain, and he could do nothing about it. Just got into the wall. Let's take a look at the replay. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Just carried the momentum off the top. Chastain did not know he was going to be up there that quickly and shut the door, slammed him in the outside wall. And once that car hit the outside wall, there was nothing he could do. That car was spinning like a top into the inside wall, and he is done for today. And after Hamlin getting shuffled out late in the 500 last week to not win it, here he gets wrecked out on lap 5, so 2 very disappointing results for the 11 crew as that car smashes the inside wall and he is done for today and have to look to next week in the Gateway Dirt Nationals. So Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin, the only vehicles involved in this one, but it took out a big heavy hitter of Denny Hamlin. We'll be back green here after a short break. After Denny Hamlin's incident that ruined his day, Ross Chastain and Chris Buescher on the front row. The green flag's back in the air, and Buescher with a great start. Chastain up the hill. He gets bumped through side by side for second, and they're crashing. Big hit for Blaney. It's the whole field. Kreslowski, Kyle Busch, and Tyler Reddick and more. William Byron, your pole sitter, involved as well. He pulls it down pit road as this takes out many contenders in this thing. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a massive collision to the points for all of these drivers, including Ryan Blaney, who crashed in Daytona last week, needed a good run, running top 5 today, and crashes on the restart. Let's take a look at the replay of this. This was horrible. Many drivers collected in this. Ryan Blaney just got a bump from Byron, tried to correct it, and ended up just sending him in the outside wall. Collects Chase Elliott as well. Chase Elliott needed a good run today. He'll probably drop in the points as well. He just got loose, overcorrected it right into Ryan Preece's quarter panel. And man, many drivers who had horrible races last race at Daytona was involved in this. Brad Keselowski, one of the lucky drivers who finished it up in the top 5 last race, but he's collected as well. Not as much damage, though, as others like Ryan Blaney and Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott. We'll take a look at this a few more times. Ryan Blaney pancakes that outside wall hard with the passenger side door and just destroyed that race car. He's done for the day, too. I mean, and if anything, Denny Hamlin sees this and everybody else can be back the points with him. This is a horrible start for many of the guys that's usually up front. Take a look at all the cars involved in this thing. 9 cars in total involved in it. About 4 of them are going to go to the garage area. No wonder how many he's going to be able to pull back out. Looks like Byron's going to be able to get his car repaired after hitting the inside wall. But it doesn't look like he'll be competitive anymore. So your pole sitter looks to be out of this thing. But as this wreck gets cleaned up, we will have more cars falling down the pit road because the pit road window is now open to make it to the end. So let's send down to your pit reporter of IBCS.
Chris Buescher comes down looking for no adjustments. He'll take 4 tires and fuel. Bell comes in also feeling good about his car. He will take 4 tires and fuel. And the one, Ross Chastain, comes in looking for a slight adjustment with what? He'll take 4 tires and fuel.
And the race off pit road, Christopher Bell's going to beat Chris Buescher off pit road. We'll be going back green after a break. After pit stops under yellow, Chris Buescher loses the race lead to Christopher Bell, who's been ripping the top all day. Now on the bottom side, green flag back in the air. Bell, Buescher side by side. Bell's going to now clear on the bottom side. Chastain sideways. Is he going to save it? He will. Many cars stacking up. Wallace sideways. And looks like Chastain has a flat tire. And around goes Hocevar. Up into the field and back down the racetrack, collecting many cars. And the caution flag will come out once again here at Bristol. Looks like this time they'll have an easier cleanup as all the cars got back down to pit road. So this should be a quicker caution than the last one. But man, Austin Dillon had a great run going. Ross Chastain had a great run going. Let's take a look at this. Chastain got a bump and got sideways. The contact with Briscoe looks like it cut his tire down. It looks like Hocevar just got squeezed by Bowman and just drug all the cars up the hill and then slid back down because how banked this racetrack is. Take a look at it here again. And Chastain had nowhere to go because he was just beating off every single other driver's door. Could not save it. Finally got a flat. But then look at Hocevar. Just down on the apron, got squeezed by Bowman. Up the track he goes into Bowman's door and just shoves the whole entire field up the track trying to avoid it. Eric Jones and Ty Gibbs also involved, 2 Toyotas. So very unfortunate for those guys as this could have easily been avoided. But just stacking up at Bristol, and what do you know? It's nothing new that's going to happen. You see it on the last restart. You see it again. 2 times in a row we have restart crashes. Cautions breed cautions. You always know that saying, so don't forget about it. As we take a look at all the drivers that was involved with this thing, even though Ross Chastain caused the crash practically, he is not involved in this crash. He had to come down and fix that flat tire, but take a look at all the cars were involved in this. But we'll go back green with 4 laps to go here in Bristol. After back-to-back restart crashes, 4 laps to go in the Food City 500. Once again, it's Bell, and Bell gets sideways. Bell and Buescher on the front row, give it to Chris Buescher. Bell spun the tires. Looks like Joey Logano got ran over on the restart, but he's still coming. Buescher trying to run away with it, but Logano's going to throw a slider on Bell. 3 laps to go in Bristol. Buescher's still out front, but Logano's coming. Chris Buescher must feel like a sitting duck right now because Logano's got the fastest car on the racetrack trying to close into him. That 17 machine is not the fastest car anymore. Logano with the tire up, closing on that 17. Buescher trying to open up that gap, but Logano's running right in his tire tracks. Sideways for Logano, pushing that car to its limits. Buescher slides and Logano's coming. White flag in the air, Byron's in the way. 1 lap to go, side by side to 1. Logano wrecks. Big hit for Logano. And he is out of this thing, and the caution flag will fly here on the final lap. What just happened for Joey Logano and Team Penske? But after that crash, Chris Buescher will pick up the win here in Bristol Motor Speedway. What an insane finish for this race. Buescher was probably not going to hang on to that thing if that tire on Logano did not let go. Let's take a look at this replay. Buescher trying to hang on. You can see Logano right here almost hits the outside wall, but he was putting the power down. Buescher gets sideways. Logano tries to round the corner. Byron is slow and he's in the way. It messes up Buescher's exit. Logano tries to come right there, but he just messes up, blows the tire as he's also at it, and causes a massive crash. You can take a look at it in slow-mo. You can see it right there let go, and when he turns back to the right, the car snapped and took the car in the outside wall nose first and collects William Byron. But in the end, it's Chris Buescher for RFK Racing picking up his 3rd career win in the NASCAR 3M Cup Series. He's going to burn it down. After a great race here in Bristol, Tennessee, we'll take a look at your race results. Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, and Chase Briscoe picking up the top 3. Chase Briscoe, your 500 winner. What a great result. How about Bubba Wallace getting a 4th place finish after starting way farther back in the field? Take a look just outside the top 10. Drivers like Ty Gibbs had a great finish in the 500. SVG putting up another top 20. 2 top 20s in a row for him. That's going to help in the points. And then here's some drivers that got involved in that big crash in the back straightaway on one of the restarts. Josh Berry involved in that one. He came from 21st. And now we're getting a look at the drivers who DNF. Joey Logano running 2nd place on the final lap, blows that tire, and ends up finishing 31st. At least he finished ahead of Byron, who basically caused all that stack up and commotion. But man, that sucked for him. And Joey Logano falls from 2nd to 31st. We'll take a look at your point standings now after Bristol. And Chase Briscoe, what do you know? Still leading the points after a 1st and 3rd place finish. Christopher Bell in 2nd place and Ty Gibbs in 3rd. Joe Gibbs Racing 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look at your cutoff now. Allmendinger +1, Hosvar +1, and Harrison Burton, who had a great season last season, moves to Front Row Motorsports. He's only down by 1, so it's already a similar situation that he had last season already in race 2. Logano ends up dropping many positions. He's now in 16th, 8 points below the cut. But now, after the first short track of many this season is complete, Chris Buescher picks up his 3rd career win and the 1st of the season. We'll see you in St. Louis for race 3.